Hey, you doing, everybody? My name's Anthony, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. And last episode, we saw how Barbara died here. You know, just tore up by a bunch of monsters in her living room. And now I'm probably just gonna go down into the basement, maybe, because that's what Barbara's story told me. I can't go out the door for some reason. So where do I have to go? Do I have to go back where I came? I do. There was actually an exit to my right once I walked down this hallway. Well,
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because it unlocks the basement.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Well, she did have the famous scream. You can't really blame them.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Here we go. Now we can go down to the basement. In a second. Come on, pop on out there. Nice. Go see some of the projects Fenn was working on down here. Hopefully they're not as creepy as they were in Barbara's vision, or story.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Hey, Edie, what are you doing down here? Kind of mysterious.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
I don't know who's in the fridge. Is there a body in the fridge or something? Why are you so mysterious about it?
It turned out
just
she was
this crawl
hiding a lot
space.
more than that.
All right, got a secret nuclear bunker hidden down here. Can't see anything. Edith, do you have a flashlight on you? Nope,
I remember
don't need
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Didn't he run
She
away?
said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yep.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
It really is a shelter down here.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
So okay, so that's where Walter was living, down underneath the house. He didn't run away at all. Just a little taste of the outside world, presented by Bob Ross. He lived down here until he was 53.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
I can't either.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough,
1976.
you get used to anything.
Every single day eating peaches out of a can. I was gonna say tomatoes, but I don't think
Even
they're
a
tomatoes.
monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
And that was 9 years that he's been down
And then
here.
one day, everything just
I love how all the music
stopped.
changes through the decades.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave, while I still can.
Well, it apparently led to your demise. Oh, I didn't even see the door here. And it goes down even farther. The whole Finch family's pretty clever, unless Fenn built this for him too. Got the El Chapo tunnel.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
What is
Whatever
he?
killed Barbara
It was the Hook Man.
and Molly
Oh, maybe it's just
and
death.
Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
He's breaking out. Shawshank
But I
Redemption.
need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
All it does. Oh,
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
looks like it was just the train passing
I'm going
above
to
him.
appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
You might want to get out of the way. Alright, I guess he only lived for about 10 new seconds.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
It's kind of creepy as well. Just having someone you never knew living beneath your house.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Just don't follow in his footsteps and watch out for the trade.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Probably a lot.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe two.
Maybe.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Nice
Maybe we
view.
believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, every single one of these deaths were pretty preventable, except for Odin, who traveled across the ocean inside of his house. Oh, there's a walking trail here. In a tree. I was saying a tree stand.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Who put these chairs up here? They for decoration or something?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Is she writing to her kid or something?
And the history you're a part of.
Probably. It's like the monologue at the end of the first Terminator.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Your family. Oh, I guess we're gonna see the cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
This is just the pet cemetery?
3 of the
Jesus
gerbils
Christ.
were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Look at these gerbils. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Jerpy Jr. And then the back ones are just the bigger animals. The cat, there's a dog, and then I don't know what those ones are. Maybe fish or something. Actually, no. I don't think fish lived that long.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edie really outliving everyone. She lived till 93. Even Sven died young. He was still 49. Especially when your wife lived 50 years longer than that.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Did they just make these things out of stone? This is one talented family. Or person, Sven.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
What is it? Shipwreck? This is where
Edie
the house
said
is?
she dreamed about the old house every night.
So Odin was this close to the shore and then crashed or sank? That's just sad. He was right there.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand, but the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory died as 1-year-old. God. I am curious how Sam died though, because he was the Marine that enlisted and left at 18.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, she was talking to her kid back there on the beach. Well, you can't die now, Edith. The family legacy would end with you.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
They're like killing bears. Oh,
Sam spent his
trophy
life
room.
shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Did it work out for him? I mean, he was still 33 when he died. He lasted a lot longer than anyone else.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Can I focus in?
What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Oh yeah. That's what makes it fun.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
I thought she was like a
Smile,
25-year-old in the car.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Smile, Dad.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside. Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be taking a picture of. There's nothing even around here. Is there anything in the sky? Is there a UFO?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Did I not take a picture of him? Okay, I guess that didn't count before.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was
Yeah,
gonna be
Dad.
fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
And I'm being funny.
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
There you go.
Good eyes, Don.
I was gonna take a picture of the bird, then I saw the deer.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
And don't shoot your father.
Do I have to do this?
Yes.
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
You know, shoot him and he's gonna fall off the mountain into the cliff. Or into the
Now
water.
keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
As soon as I take the picture, the shot is gonna go off. Yeah.
Great shot, Don!
That's a nice picture right there. Especially to be taken with a Polaroid. Oh, she's just crying her eyes out now.
I'm proud of you, Don.
Smile, Don.
Always remember that, okay?
Oh, what is happening to your head? Oh my god. I didn't know he was putting it there. You should get up there, not Sven. Get up there, Sam. Smile for
Dad,
the camera.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's...
totally normal, Don.
Oh no, he's gonna kick
Just
him off the
focus on the
mountain.
camera. Try not to think about...
And there he goes. That's just tragic.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
After his whole life too. I mean, he spent his time in the Marines and he comes back and just gets thrown off of a cliff by a deer. He looks way older than 33 here. This man is at least 57. So that's gonna do it for this episode of What Remains of Edith Finch, and saw the family cemetery of the actual people and all of the pets they had throughout the years. And learned how Sam died, pretty tragic on how he died. But you just have to remember, if you're gonna kill a deer on top of a mountain, just make sure it's dead first. So for now, arrivederci.